Hello, everyone. Now, let me talk about the examination. Your midterm examination part, there are 5 parts. So, let's begin with the first part. The first one is matching. It means that there are choices for you and you have to match with the correct definition. The words or phrases are all about what we have learned from the book, starting from the beginning of the semester. For example, I have give you the example here, like the word check in, check out, vacancy, availability, room rate, connecting rooms, which are types of room. And there are definitions given for you. So you have to choose A to X in the paper. There are A to X words or phrases, and you have to match with the definition, the correct one. Okay, so you can review vocabulary that we have learned. Actually, there are not too difficult in terms of what it is not that difficult, but if you understand the lesson, then it will be easy for you. Okay, next one, part two. Part two is you have to make a sentence, and it is like homework that I assign you to do like this. I have chosen only some words. Oops, sorry. Some words from the book. Okay, so you can see this part, right? I assign you. Oops, what's wrong? Sorry. I assign you to do the homework and includes vocabulary that you find definitions and you have to make up a sentence. This part, I can guide you that it is from page 24. I need only a sentence. So you have to make up a sentence here. Okay, you have to make up a sentence. I don't need the meaning. Which means when you are able to make a sentence, so it means that you understand the meaning or definition of each particular vocabularies or phrases. And again, we are now learning about hotel industry. So make a sentence in hotel context. Make a sentence in hotel context. And then part 3. Part 3, complete. It means that no choice, no choices for you to choose. Like you did from the quiz. It means that you have to understand the conversation or the situation. And you have to fill in some words or phrases, and then after you complete an email, a conversation, an email about making reservation by a guest, then you read again and choose true or false based on the email. So to check your reading comprehension as well for this part. Then the last part is to complete the conversations. Complete, so sorry, not the last part. For this part, complete the conversation, the missing parts in the conversation. There are 2 dialogues A and B, taking a room reservation and checking in. And then the last part is answer customers' request, which is also similar to the quiz that you did. You have to help guests with problems or offer guests or suggest guests the information about the hotel or the information about tourist attractions or restaurant or whatever. So these are all part of your midterm examination. But what I worried about is from the quiz that you have done last week, the problem is not about the sentence structures, but it is about your your imagination. As you know, as you experience from last week, it is not easy to think about what should be the answer, right? What should I write down? Which word or which patterns that I have to answer it? So I recommend you, I do recommend you again and again, uh-huh, repeatedly, talking about what? Talking about you have to practice by reading some examples from the book. And also, I have 2 or 3 or 4 links about checking in, taking reservation, giving information to guests. The more you read, the more structures or patterns come to your mind. And then, after you get some idea from those examples, then in the exam or in the real situation, you can apply it by changing or adding some information about that particular situation. As I mentioned, our class is not that difficult. It is like English, it is conversation. Conversation used in hotel. So, information about hotel, you need to know some, right? And also, formality or level of language. And then grammar structures or patterns. You don't need to, but actually you need to review the basic simple sentence structure. But if you read more, you know more, you gain more about patterns, that's not too complicated for you. So I have a remarks here. Every time that you use English in hotel or hospitality industry context, you should concern about the first one, content. When you answer, when I have a look through your answer from the quiz, some of you did not get the idea what's happening. And most of you did not look at the context clue given from the conversation. The answers are there, but you have to apply. So critical thinking and creative thinking is also important because right now we are not in the real situation, right? But we make up supposing we are in hotel context. So yes, for sure it is difficult for you to imagine something that is unreal at the moment, but you have to. Okay, so content means what? Relevance or the relationship between one to another sentence. Like, okay, look at the example. The answer, this is from the quiz. The answer is about 11 in the morning. So it should be when or what time will you be arriving? Can you can clerk ask about checking in or checking out time? No, that's impossible because clerk knows everything. So it does not make sense to ask what time is the checking in, right? Nonsense. Nah? Okay. Next one is formality. Formal. You have to think about the use of modal verbs. Remember that? Please review the lesson, the previous video clip. I mentioned about level of language using modal verbs could, would like to, should, may, might. And also add some words like please or sir, madam, and let me add or miss. And the last one is grammatical structure. Patterns. If you remember patterns, the pattern is already correct, right? And another thing is questions, sentence, or statement. Should it be a question form for this part or this missing space, or should it be only a statement? So you have to think about it. So here are all remarks that I would like you to concern and consider every time that you are going to respond to the conversation. And the exam schedule. As midterm examination for this semester is a bit special. It is unusual. Usually we have class or we do not have exam in class, right? But because of the situation, COVID-19 or whatever, we need to manage class and examination in class. So exam schedule is in class. Exam schedule is in class for section 3, and you have to know which section you are in. Usually EIC section 1, 2, and 3, right? But for this class, according to the registration office or the courses that you have enrolled from the system, it is not section 1, 2, and 3 according to your EIC program. It is not. So, section 1, section 3, EIC section 2, EIC section 3. The correct one is 3, 4, and 5. Please remember that. And time and room are the same. Same time and same room as you have class, but for examination it takes only 2 hours. Be on time. So it means that we do the same. We start at 8. No late student. If you are later than 8:15, you won't be allowed to take the exam. And we have the examination different time, don't we? It means that it is likely possible for section 4 and section 5 because section 3 take the exam on Tuesday. Section 4 and 5 on Thursday, different time. There might be some unexpected an unpleasant thing happen. What? What's that? Cheating. Section 3 or Section 5 can ask for the content or the questions from friends who are in Section 3. Section 3, some of you are kind enough. And then you tell your friend about the examination. Section 5 asks Section 4. Section 4 tells Section 5, I don't want to say you should or you shouldn't, do or don't, but you have to think and make your own decision. If you tell your friends that, oh, part 1, I remember the answer, so let me tell you, up to you. Your friends may get the higher score than you. That is your own decision. It depends, up to you. I don't care. You are mature. You are an adult. You have your own decision to make. So I don't want to say don't or do. Up to you. Have to think about it. And for weekend program, Saturday class, section 1 in class again. Okay, and same time. Don't be late. Don't be late. I won't allow you to take the exam if you are late, later than 8:15. Okay? So that is all for midterm exam review. Good luck, everyone.